Hey, what's up, BFL fam? I'm Carlos, and welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Today I'll be talking about two new Parfums Vintage, Vanilla Intense and King. Keep it right there.
Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. Before we get on with this video, I do want to let you know that these bottles were sent to me by the company, but as always, all opinions are my own. Parfums Vintage, a UK-based perfume house founded by Damien Stammers, who is also the perfumer. They launched in 2016 and they now have 16 fragrances. There are 8 that are based around the very famous Creed Aventus. It possibly could have been 9, but I don't consider X-Batch, one that I do love from this house, to be solely based on Aventus because it's a mix of Aventus and Sauvage, so I'll keep that one out of the ones that I think are based on Creed Aventus. There are 8. In 2016, we had Pineapple Vintage and Pineapple Vintage Noir. In 2017, we saw Pineapple Vintage Intense, Noir Intense, and Beyond Noir. And this year, we have King Intense, and just recently, Vanilla Intense and King. For most of you who watch my channel, you know that I am an Aventus fan. I've owned it since it first came out in 2010. It's a fragrance that I love. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm an expert on batches and which batch number corresponds to a fruity batch or a smoky batch or a less fruity, blah, 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 etc., etc. I just know that I love the overall Aventus DNA, and it's a fragrance that I do enjoy. These two new products are available in a 50 ml and 100 ml. 50 ml is $79 and 100 ml is $129. The notes are essentially the same for both of these. Vanilla Intense has pineapple, apple, juniper berries, vanilla, bergamot, rose, jasmine, patchouli, musk, ambergris, and birch. King has pineapple, apple, bergamot, rose, jasmine, patchouli, musk, ambergris, vanilla, and birch. This has juniper berries, this doesn't. I'm not going to get in too deep on the differences of all of the Parfums Vintage. I'll tell you that this one is based on more vanilla heavy batches of Aventus, and King is based on more well-rounded batches of Aventus. Had you asked me a month or two ago which was my favorite, besides X-Batch, I would have told you Pineapple Vintage Intense. But that has changed. My favorite now is neck and neck Pineapple Vintage Intense and Vanilla Intense. Why is that? This opens really, really juicy and bright, fruity. It's really nice. Now, it's called Vanilla Intense. I don't get a sweet vanilla per se, but whatever dose of vanilla they chose to put in this, Mr. Stammers, it's definitely amped up the fruits and the juiciness of the fragrance quite a bit. And it popped off my skin fantastic. This was my scent of the day yesterday. Let's backtrack a little bit and tell you what's been going on this week in my life. Tuesday was the first day of a 9-day work week stretch for back to school season at my job. I was planning or hoping to go to a barbecue that Freddie Fraggs was holding at his house in New Jersey. Max Forchi, Casey Loves Fraggs, Cubano, a bunch of people, Redolescence, and Joe Sent Me is in town, and No Nonsense, a bunch of us. I was really sad because I thought I wouldn't be able to go because of the 9-day work stretch and it's back to school season. They wouldn't let me take the day off. I go into work yesterday wearing this. I put on about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2 on my shirt. I got into work. Takes an hour to get there. 2 compliments off the bat from a manager who never, ever recognizes anything. She knows I love fragrance. And from a co-worker in my department. Cool beans. As it simmers down, you can still smell it, but it doesn't pop off as much. It was projecting for about 2 hours, I'd say, and then went closer to skin for up to 3 hours. 5 hours is what I got from this. It was a very slow day yesterday, and we didn't do the numbers that we were supposed to do, so they said, Carlos, you want to go home? I said, yes, I'd love to go home, and guess where I went? I went to Jersey, to Freddie's house, and I was able to be at the Reviewers Barbecue at Freddie Fragg's house. Yes! Here's a picture from yesterday. You've probably seen it on Facebook or Instagram, but if not, here you go. So this was great while I was at work. Great opening, nice and juicy, fruity, real nice, popping off skin. I could smell it. Others could smell it around me. Really nice. I totally enjoyed it. Didn't get much vanilla, but as I said before, whatever vanilla they used in this, it just works and brings a nice level to the Aventis DNA. When I got to Jersey, before everybody got there, I gave myself the same application, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Every single person there, I kid you not, what are you wearing? You smell good. What is it? It's at Aventis. I didn't say what it was. It's something. You'll see. But everybody, all of those noses that were at that barbecue said how good I smelled. I finally did wind up telling them what it was. And they said, it smells great, but I don't get much vanilla. They loved it, and it smelled really good, and it totally worked. I didn't talk about this one because it's pretty much, it's Aventis. It's not as fruity or pineapple heavy as this one. This is just well-rounded, as the company does state. I like King Intense better than I do King. That's my opinion. We all have our noses and we all have different tastes and opinions. So, my two new favorite Parfums Vintage based on Aventis are Pineapple Vintage Intense and Vanilla Intense. Thank you, Joe sent me for this beautiful 18 years aged Johnny Walker Gold. Thank you, Chad, for this Roots Canadian brand t-shirt. And thank you all for watching. I'm not sure how short and sweet this was, but that's all I have for today on the new Parfums Vintage, Vanilla Intense, and King. Thanks to the generosity of Parfums Vintage, we are offering one subscriber, one, not two, one, a chance to win a bottle of your choice, this or this, Vanilla Intense or King, 100ml bottle, for one lucky subscriber. To win this full bottle of your choice, all you have to do is subscribe to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, like this video, follow Parfums Vintage on Instagram and or Facebook, and leave one comment down below with what your favorite Parfums Vintage fragrance is. And that's it. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed my presentation today. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're all well. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you at the next review.